We've got a, question here from Nate,
Mhm.
and I think while it's a good question, it might be a little bit too early to ask it
Mhm.
about the position groups and which one would be the most surprising to you this spring. Well, there's only been 5 practices. Maybe I'll ask it in a little bit different way going forward.
Mhm.
What position groups do you really feel need to surprise?
Whew. I think offensive line has started to take that step. So I will say that I'm not necessarily surprised because I think going from one coach to four is a big, big step. Okay, and you could argue that two of the four are top 10 in the world at coaching that position. Now, yeah, they do come together. So Alex Mirabal is in the right hip of Coach Cristobal. And Coach Cristobal was thought of as one of the best, if not the best, offensive line coach in the country in his time at Alabama. Now, you probably could argue guys, the offensive line coach from Wisconsin, the offensive line coach from Iowa, who's been spitting out offensive linemen for a decade and a half. Sure. I completely understand if those are the people you want to say. But it is unarguable that our head coach is a top five, at least top five offensive line coach. Coach Mirabal is a top 10, at least, offensive line coach. And you match them up with them both having assistants who are very good quality control assistants who are young and up and coming in the coaching fraternity and in the coaching business. So I'm not really surprised. I expect them to take a big step. I'm surprised at the growth at linebacker already. Some of those players look real good. Wayman Steed, okay, Wesley Basaint, guys who kind of play the position. They come from the same defense, the same defensive coordinator at Miami Central. They're about 4 years apart, but in that same time, they were coached by the same coach. His name is escaping me, and I don't want to disrespect him, but the same guy has been coaching, same brother has been coaching at Miami Central for 4 years now, under Coach Rod Smith, who is now our head of recruiting. Uh, they have been taking it over at linebacker, doing pretty well, spitting out some nice guys. Terrence Lewis, Wesley Basaint, Wayman Steed. Those are three guys who are ranked top 20 to top 30 linebackers in the country nationally at their specific position. In 4 years, they spit out three of them. Okay, so there's some real coaching and developing going on at the linebacker position coming out of Miami Central. All right, but there's some steps being taken. There's some guys like Gilbert Frierson, guys like um, Coach Joe. Thank you, Cortez Smith. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Guys like Wesley Basaint, guys like Wayman Steed, guys like Keontra Smith. Those 3 to 4 linebackers have really been turning heads. So I'm surprised to see the growth. Now, I haven't watched 11 on 11. I've watched 2 linebacker videos, and it's night and day from before. Night and day. And again, I'm seeing real teaching, not seeing flip outs, not seeing screaming, not seeing demeaning. I'm seeing some damn coaching, some teaching, some people willing to help you with what they're seeing you're doing wrong because they really want to see you do better because they know you can do better. Uh, I think the secondary will be all right. Uh, Good to great safety, yes. Corner, I think we still got some things to work on there. So I would say offensive line and linebacker are the ones that needed and are actually starting to make some strides forward. Again, I could come back a week from now and go, Mark, we won a nice championship. No, I wouldn't say that. I would just say, Mark, we're doing really well. And from even the last week I've spoken to you, I've seen young men get better even more. And, again, some people talk about me being long winded, but it's all right. God bless you anyhow. What people don't understand is that is what spring ball is for, Mark. It's the ability to bring these young men in. You spent the offseason reviewing their film. You sat down in exit interviews. And you look at them in the eyes, and some kind of have their head down, Mark. And Some are saddened. Some walk in with the chest up, like, man, I'm the man. And you're sitting there with your notes, and you're just like, how do I convey this to him that I need you to go all in? I need you to take what I'm about to say to you in the right way. I need you to be able to really grasp what I'm trying to get across to you because I want you to get better. Don't take what I'm saying as you suck, find another school, here's some transfer papers. That's not what I'm saying. But there was a lot of growth that we needed, man. A lot of growth. And none of these coaches, except for DVD and Coach Field, was here last year. So a lot of these coaches are building new relationships with people that they may have recruited at other institutions. And now they get a chance to actually coach them at Miami. And it's a different vibe to it. But they're taking to the coaching really well. And it's meshing together well. Because all they want to see is these people grow. They want to see these young men grow as players and as people. And when you have young men who buy in, it makes that transition so much easier. As opposed to them fighting against you or you're fighting against them. There's some beef, or you said something that hurt their feelings, or you didn't give them the reps that they thought they deserved, whatever. When you're able to squash it, really mesh together and coach these young men to the fullest ability and to see them start to progress, it's a very satisfying feeling. Now, it's not time to take your foot off the gas and say, I made it. We got it. Good spring. It's time to put the accelerator on. Because what we do now, Mark, the preparation we do now, when it comes to film study, when it comes to evaluation, when it comes to getting in that playbook, when it comes to building relationships, you win games in August, September, November, December. You win them now. You win them now with the building blocks that you're putting in. A lot of people think you win them when you line up and play football and you flip on the switch. That's not how this game works. The best of the best take spring ball and training camp the most serious. When the games come, that's when the fun starts, Mark. But right now, it's the grueling dog days. You got to be able to lift the young men up, being critical, of course. Lift them up, build some confidence in them. But you got to beat them up a little bit so that their bodies can rebound and be strong and ready for war come this upcoming fall.